And there it was, that uncomfortable silence because the stream has already started, but we are hiding incognito. You could not see us the same way some of the jokes were hitting on Red's channel earlier. No, I'm just joking. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to United Underground Presents Collectible Past, hosted by two guineas. That's right, pigs, right here on YouTube. What's going on? Solar Warden first in the house, and Magtall Smurf not far behind. Citizen 333, what's going on? Lasso of Truth is in the house. Of course, I know I've seen our good buddy, the Red Gaze, also popping there with the hashtag Balls Raid. What's going on, Red? Awesome show you had earlier. Good stuff, Comic Skater. What's going on? Guys, make sure to share this one out and let everybody know that we are here because YouTube likes to suppress guineas. It's true. It's absolutely true. Robert Loggia knows about it, right, Vinnie?
That's right. You know he does. Robert Loggia is going to be a national treasure, I think, if he isn't already. Robert Loggia, right here, banging Billy's mom. He says hello, everyone.
Bang Billy's mom so bad that Billy dropped dead. What's going on? Shadowhawk Backs. Good to see all you guys. So, I mean, here's another one. I had a pretty interesting week with some of the toys that I was going through and some of the things that I picked up. I found a couple of weird oddball items when I was out at the store. Nothing spectacular, but I did find a couple of good pieces. So they're going to be coming up in an upcoming episode of Collectible Past. One of the ones I found, and I found it, of all things, I found it on discount clearance, is I found one of the Origins lines, the He-Man Masters of the Universe. It's Battle Armor He-Man with the Battle Damage Battle Cat.
Oh, very cool. I didn't even know they made that.
Yeah, it's a big collector's piece. It's got a little display base. Comes with like these two little dragon guys or something in there. It looks like something that might have came from the show originally. Really nice looking piece, man. And they were normally like $49.99, but it was like $20 off.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. For $29. Yeah. I'll pick that up.
Hell yeah. You call it steal. Loving it.
Definitely was. Oh yeah. You should have seen the look on the wife's face when I walked up this big giant box package. She's like, what are you buying now? Whatever I want to buy. I'm going to get away with it because I know Robert Loggia.
That's right.
Not
he
just
drinks
any
his
Robert
juice. Right, Tommy?
Yeah, absolutely. But we don't know just any Robert Loggia. We know Night of the Living Dead Robert Loggia.
It's from that vampire movie, Innocent Blood. I'm a vampire. You guys got to see it. We got to do a watch party or something on.
My buddy Slasher was talking about that movie.
Oh, dude, that movie, he was hilarious in it. And there's a hot French chick. I think she was La Femme Nikita, and she's naked throughout like the entire movie. So
nice.
Yeah, there's extra pluses all over that film.
Isn't that the one that had a different title over in France?
Possibly. I'm not sure. What's his name? Anthony LaPaglia was the other star of the film.
Hey, what's going on? Wookiee Supremacy, a stream that's not going to make me angry. Good deal. Always, man. Always. We're all about having fun here. What's going on? Story Man Jack, man. I hope you were doing well. Did you find it?
What?
Oh, I thought you were looking for it.
Oh, for the movie? Oh no, I was saving this thing here.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay. All right.
I've been juggling shit all day long, brother.
Well, at least you're not a juggalo. Okay, I'm going to get started with my first one. I actually had to break this one down into 4 different clips. I added a lot of extra stuff like I always do because I'm apparently a glutton for punishment. I like sitting in front of the editor for hours upon end. But these figures were kind of cool. I did pick these up a while ago, and I've been meaning to do the full review on them, and I finally just got around to it. What do you got?
I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, just got to share that. And yeah, so this is Innocent Blood. I forgot Don Rickles was also in it, and he turns into a vampire. So yeah, this was the French chick, and
kind of reminds me of Chet from Weird Science.
Yeah, a little bit. Holy crap! Look at the crazy eyes.
That looks like all the people on Twitter.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was the other host. There's Anthony LaPaglia. So Yeah, this movie was great though. It was funny. There's some cheesy shit in it, but yeah, I recommend it, and you laugh your ass off, especially when you see Robert Loggia in there. She
Billy's
basically,
mom.
yeah, she bites these mafia dudes, and she didn't get a chance to kill him, so he turns into a vampire, and yeah, you see Robert Loggia running around being invincible. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, like I said, I know my buddy Slasher. He does a lot of the B-rated movies and stuff like that. He has a blast doing that every Wednesday. He
Oh,
was talking about doing that movie at some point. So if he ever does, maybe I'll let you know.
oh yeah.
Maybe
Well,
stop by and have a little fun laughing at that movie. He does like a little watch beforehand, and then a discussion about it afterwards.
yeah, that'd be great. I know at ETOP, he's gonna have to want to do it soon as well, because it's, he loved it so much because I kept doing that commercial. So the Billy's Mom, the Minute Maid one, that he took the clip and he put it on his stream, and him and we both do it nonstop. So on the Monday streams, we're always doing it. That's pretty.
What's up, Chaos Hoy, and what's up, author Stephen Walton? What's going on,
up,
man?
Fellas?
Good to see you guys. Okay, so we're going to get into the first one that I have here. Once again, like I said, I spent way too many hours on the editor putting these together, so bear with me because it's in 4 parts, because, yeah, my internet sucks and it won't let me upload any more than about 3 minutes worth of video at a time.
Oh, dude, it's all good.
So here we go.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome back. Tommy here with our good buddy Helmet, Lord Helmet, Dark Helmet. Say hi to the people, Dark Helmet. Say hello. Helmet and I have a new figure in-house that we're going to take a look at. And of course, Helmet is always involved with all the space fantasy stuff, so Helmet wanted to be first on board to take a look at this new figure.
In the grim darkness of the far future, mankind stands alone.
So from McFarlane Toys, today we have Warhammer 40,000, Adepta Sororitas Battle Sister.
Against unimaginable odds. Attack is the strongest defense.
This one looks pretty interesting. I can't wait to get this one out of the box and see what this one looks like. Some of these McFarlane figures have been really amazing, and other ones have been mediocre at best. So we'll see what this one looks like. And with her, we also have one other one, and we have the flayed one.
Transmuted from fragile and radiation-cursed bodies to forms more suited for the ravages of war. Stripped of flesh, of mortality, even of their souls.
The Necrons were a pretty cool species in the Warhammer series, and I'm actually kind of excited to see this one because I never thought I would actually see a Necron figure.
Things look pretty cool.
You know what? This is one of the things. I mean, a lot of people, if they don't know Warhammer, they don't know about all the different cool races and everything else that they have in there. There is a lot of interesting stuff in Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, a lot of that stuff is out of the price range for a lot of people. Like when you're talking about the game and the miniatures, because holy crap, that those things get pricey. Like it puts the price on these figures to absolute shame how much that they cost for these little miniatures. But
what are they, like pewter or something?
I believe some of them are. Yeah, some of them are. I think some of them might even be like not plastic, but that Jesus, that hardcore like epoxy type stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on? Decepticons Cave of Villains. What's going on? Get that thing out of the box. That is coming up shortly. That's going to be the second clip. I saw this one at Target. It looked good in the box. Yeah, it did, and that's why I picked it up.
Beautiful.
Got a nice new toy today. Awesome. I hope you're going to be showing it off soon. What's going on? I'm not Creative 22. Good to see you. Stephen Walton. Warhammer 40,000 book, The Grey Knights was a stuff of nightmares. Yeah, some of his books are actually pretty good too. I haven't been able to find a lot of them, but the ones I did find were actually very well done. I found the Walmart Wizard Walton. Hey, you missed it. Decepticons Cave Pavilions. Walmart had the NWO lunchbox by Funko, and they had the black and white Mummy NECA and the new April O'Neil. Nice. So, ready to see what this guy looks like out of the box?
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Here we go.
So first up, we have the Necron flayed one. He comes with this nice little base to help him stand, but McFarlane, once again, they screwed the pooch on this one because the post on this is so damn big that it actually will not fit into either of his feet. So, yeah, good job on that one, McFarlane. But everything else on this figure actually looks really cool. The detailing in this one is spot on. I think it looks amazing. I mean, obviously, if we get a close-up look at him, it's supposed to be skin stretched across the front of his face, across his back. This is really interesting. There's a lot of small detailing in there. Now, as far as posability, he's not overly posable. I mean, he's got some movement up in the shoulders there. He's got some movement right here at the elbow joint. It's very tight, though. There is a little bit of waist movement because he's got a bit of a ball right there and a rocker, and his head is on a ball, which is really nice. So he gets full head movement around. The one thing I thought was interesting is right here, he's got a little bit of a wrist pivot, but all his clawed fingers are on joints as well. So they can move out, all except for the thumb, I believe. Yeah, there's no movement on the thumb. Now, down here at the hip, he's got a little bit of a rotation, a little bit of out. Not a whole lot because these legs are almost kind of fixed in this awkward shuffling position. Of course, there's movement at the knees, and there's turn at the toe, and of course at the ankle as well, and then spins as well. So there's decent articulation for this, but once again, he's still going to have that shuffling look to him, no matter what pose you put him in. And unfortunately, without the base, sometimes he almost wants to fall over. But I think this one is interesting. There's a lot of good detail in this one. Aside from the fact that you can't use the little base that it came with, everything else about this figure, I think, looks amazing.
Yeah, it's a good-looking thing, but yeah, that stupid little mistake with the foot peg, like again, McFarlane, they don't do any proper product control. It's kind of ridiculous.
And it really is a shame too when I'm talking about all the little details. I didn't know if you noticed it or not, but up on the shoulders, going across his back, where the skin is like stretched out across the shoulders and everything, you can actually see the face of the human that the skin belonged to.
Oh, nice.
They even put that detailing in there. It's like just right up in the shoulder, you can make out the face, the lips, and the eyes, and everything.
Dude,
and then then to not have that base, like they even got the really nice like Warhammer logo and everything on that base. It looks really cool, but yeah, you can't put it in the damn foot peg, and that drove me nuts.
Oh, I believe it.
Not yet, Decepticon. I have come close a couple times. I thought for sure I was going to break the Johnny Lawrence from NECA because the damn joints on that thing were so tight they were creaking when I moved them.
Holy
it was absolutely hilarious. What up, Bone?
What up, man?
But I mean, still overall, the figure looked amazing. So then it comes down to the second figure, and what is the second figure going to wind up being like? Because I was quite taken aback by all the detail on the flayed one, and once again, it was a figure I'd never really thought that I would see being made. At all. Like I expected they're going to have Space Marines because they actually had a few games out, like probably late 2000s. I want to say like 2012, 2013 or something. They had a Warhammer Space Marine game out. It was like a first-person shooter. And they had a few other like side games with the Space Marines and everything. So Space Marine, absolutely. I could see him making a figure for that. But the Necrons, not really, because other than some of the earlier 40,000 games, you didn't see a lot of the newer games really incorporating that race into the stories in the games. So I thought it was interesting that they had that one out there. I hope they actually do more, because I would love them see them do the Orcs, the Eldar, oh God, what was the other one?
I know a lot of their designs were amazing. Like, I'm not super familiar with all the Warhammer stuff, but I know like some of the monsters and other things that they've done look pretty incredible.
No, they knocked this one out of the park, though, because this reminds me of the Dawn of War game that I used to play a lot. And I was like, wow, they looked amazing. And that was why I picked it up as soon as I seen it.
That's awesome.
Real quick, I seen what you're saying. Yeah, I've read that before, too. I'm not creative about Oreos. And Oreos is one of those companies. I stopped buying their product years ago because some of the practices they were doing. This is really nothing new with that company. It's just becoming a little bit more apparent to people.
Yeah, I don't know. As a kid, I was getting sick off those cookies all the time. That's when I stopped.
Awesome. Yeah, make sure that you guys put your channel links out there too, man. I do not mind, man. Self-promote yourself if you can. I'm not big into it myself, but absolutely you should. Tommy, you can make him stand on his base with some sticky putty stuff. I forget the name of it. Well, I'd be able to. Yeah, I'd be able to, but then I got to kind of put it around and cover up the peg hole, or else it'll just look stupid with their foot sitting outside of it.
Yeah.
But I think the other way around that is I can actually probably take a really small Dremel bit and just grind that peg down a little bit.
Okay.
That'd probably be the easiest way to make the damn thing fit. So
yeah, probably, yeah. That's a Dremel is always a collector's friend.
Absolutely. I had a whole collection of those things. I can't even tell you how many I've worn out trying to freaking modify some of these damn figures because they just weren't right when they came from the damn manufacturers.
Oh, yeah. I got to pick up a new one. Mine broke a while ago. So, but yeah, no, it sucks when they do shit like that.
Hey, Nelson, gentlemen, what's going on?
What's up, brother?
And Cringer does absolutely appreciate the statue. He took a good look at it. If you guys haven't caught that, that's a short on my channel where Cringer gets to see his own effigy. It's pretty good stuff. But okay, so we're going to get into the Battle Sister now. This one I was impressed with, but once again, there was a small QC issue again. Imagine that, McFarlane making QC issues.
Get out of town. That's like NECA doing the same.
Yeah, I'm telling you, NECA. Oh man, that Johnny Lawrence figure drove me nuts. But here we go.
Faith, the greatest weapon.
So out of the package, the Battle Sister actually looks like a very nice figure. The base actually fits in the bottom of this one's foot.
Belief, the ultimate answer.
So maybe it's just a mistake that they made on the flayed one, but this one looks amazing.
For humanity!
I'm actually quite impressed with how good this figure feels in the hand, too.
We fight!
And now we got her in a semi-battle position with her chainsword and her gun. Once again, I love the detail, every little added detail that they put into this figure. Now there are a few issues with the way that her legs bend, especially with the toes. They don't seem to hold the position very well, so it makes it kind of difficult to get her in the poses without that little base. Without that base, she would probably just topple over, so the base does help quite a bit. But once again, the detailing in this thing makes up for that. There you go. Lack of joint positioning. just really a shame that they skimped out on that, because this toe is so weak. It's just so sloppy. It just easily moves and can't hold the position like that, especially if you got to rely on that toe to freaking hold her in position, because it just flops all over the place, and it's a damn shame.
Yeah, I was calling that, man. I'm like, oh, that's definitely going to fall in a rotation.
Yeah, I thought at first I was getting away with it, and then all of a sudden it will bump, and I was like, "Yep, there you go."
Yeah, down goes Frazier. But yeah, no, it's crazy when they do that stuff. But again, this is because these figures are outsourced to China. If it's in studio, we could mess around with stuff like that. We could try to make sure the joints are going to be better, but they don't do that for some stupid reason. I still don't understand why or why not, other than he doesn't want to pay people for in-house work. But you could definitely tell. Again, China gets better and better, but at the same time, you want someone who's going to be able to really give it to you a proper way, you know?
Exactly.
Like I ripped into Todd a bunch of times on my streams. I gave it to him a proper way.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is when you're getting these figures from China, if it's something that's home, if it's done in their home, you know what I mean? If it's their in-house product, their QC 9 times out of 10 from a lot of that stuff coming out of China is actually pretty fucking solid.
Yeah.
But when you look at some of the stuff that's being outsourced from companies in the United States and elsewhere going to China, it doesn't seem like the QC is there as much as if it's their own stuff in-house.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because like in-house, again, like the joints on the feet and like the ankles, if they're gonna have armor that's over it a certain way, you got to do your joints a very specific way in order to maximize the movement in it. And if you don't have someone who's really thinking about that and putting these characters in poses, it's not going to happen. China gets a digital readout of it, and they just go, okay, we just do this, this, and that. They're not messing around. They're not trying to see if it's going to pose nice, because they don't care. Again, what are they getting paid? They're sweatshops over there, essentially. So you're not going to have, the love and attention that in-house artists and studios would do, especially if their characters are things that, again, because most of the time the people who work in the studios are very nerd-like, or they collect and whatnot. So they're going to make sure they look great because they want it for themselves as well. You know, that's usually how it works.
Absolutely. What's going on, Time Prophet? Good to see you.
Well,
Nelson the Gentleman. Nelson the Gentleman has a question for you, Vinnie.
Oh, what's that? Do I want to pirate pigs? Oh, dude, no, you don't have to do that. It looks awesome. It's incredible. I have no room for anything. Even the figures I've been getting, I barely have room. I appreciate it though, man. That thing looked incredible. Yeah, Tommy showed me, and yeah, that thing is just it's amazing, dude. Very good, very nice, man. Yeah, truly killer. But I was gonna say too, the funny thing with Lasso of Truth, China is asshole.
Oh, where's that at? Oh, there it is.
That was excellent.
Blue tack those toys to the turntable.
Yeah, more or less. Get a nail and just put it through the damn thing.
Needs a toe job. Yeah, lucky the guinea pigs didn't get to it. That thing would have never been standing.
I don't understand his obsession with toe joints too, because most of these figures, they don't need it, or they don't work properly anyway, and it hurts the figure.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I can understand like some of the movement in the toe, but if you're going to do that, once again, make sure that toe joint has. What they should do is they should have like the ratcheting joints and something like a toe. Because if you're going to have something that's going to support weight, you want something that's going to click into place and not slip out of place, and the figure crashes down and shit gets hurt.
Absolutely. Or just take a page from Marvel Legends. They do that great swivel joint for the ankle. The way that it's pinned, it goes in through like the foot like that, instead of these stupid weird ball joints. You have to rotate the entire ball on the ankle in order to get the toe and the foot where you want it to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why they do that shit.
No, it doesn't make no damn sense whatsoever.
Nope. Do the hinge with the pin, and that way you could go front and back, and you could rotate the damn thing like a real foot works.
Oh, no. Lasso True says, you ready to cringe? I hot glue some of my figures to their bases.
Oh, damn.
Oh no, it's Helium 29. Good to see you, my friend. I hope all is well.
Yeah. Well, hot gluing ain't that bad because you could rip it off as well.
You know what? One of the things I used to use was some of the figures that I used to put on bases when it was like homemade bases when they didn't have them. I would actually use like the double-sided tape.
Yeah, that's good too. If she said Gorilla Glue, then there's a problem.
Yeah, because that's only supposed to be used in hair.
Oh, shit.
But I got one more for the Warhammer.
Mhm.
And then I do have a toy break that I prepared as well. And then we can get into your topic because I am interested to see what you took all this time to shoot.
Excellent.
But here we go, the last one. Oh, go ahead.
No. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
But other than that little QC problem on this figure still looks amazing. Once again, it's got decent articulation. It's got a little bit of an up and down and a bit of a turn right there and out at the thighs. Doesn't go very far. Of course, there's knee movement. The knee movement is actually not very much. And of course, you have the pivot at the ankle, and then you have that little toe pivot that I was talking about. Of course, the arms move out, and it only moves as far as the shoulder pieces will allow it. Shoulder pieces do move slightly, but it's just going to push everything back down. Of course, there's a bend at the elbow, and there's a turn at the wrist. I think there's a small pivot at the wrist, too. Detailing on the waistband and all this other stuff that they have on her is actually superb. Amazing looking figure. Of course, there's movement in the head, movement in the waist, and it's actually got the pivot in the waist, so you can kind of get her looking up or squatting down and looking, which is cool. I like that. That's a nice added feature. The one thing I will say is getting the chainsword and the gun in her hands is kind of a pain in the ass because it's just molded like rubber hands on there and got to kind of bend them out and doesn't really seem to grip the sword very well. The gun is absolutely fine, but the sword, yeah, it almost feels like off in the hand, like it doesn't feel like it belongs there. Other than that, amazing looking figure, well detailed. And of course, one of the other things I like is this piece right here. This is rubber, so when you get her in those poses, it just kind of bends with her and kind of moves out of the way. I like that, because if that was hard plastic, it would be a hard sell trying to get her into positions.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. That's the one thing I'm looking at all these things and all the people who actually hand paint them themselves. Like, why would you go so flat and everything? Like, not put a wash or dry brush on these things? Like, they look too immaculate. That's I think my one gripe looking at those figures.
Yeah, they do look very clean, especially for things that are supposed to be related to essentially a war, a war game.
Yeah, I know Mogwai, on my last stream, he had sent me something on Twitter, and I pulled it up, and I guess he got the artist edition of the ones that are just all gray plastic, and he painted his, and he did an incredible job with it. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people touch these things up.
Elden Ring video game.
Yeah, reach out to them. Drop them a line. Let them know what you want. Enough people make enough noise, they'll look at properties. It's kind of how it is. Now, if they'll do proper justice, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Like, there's so many things about these figures that I love what they're doing, and it's just those little QC problems that it just drives me bonkers.
Yeah, I agree.
But
man.
I mean, I actually have two other ones that I've gotten from the Warhammer 40,000. I have a regular Space Marine which is it's a Blood Raven, so that it's like mostly all in red. And I have another Battle Sister, it's all in red, it's part of the Blood Ravens too. Both of them I'll probably do at a later date since I did these two, but I'm always looking to see if they're going to come out with any other ones. I haven't seen anything yet because it just seems like these figures for the Warhammer are very hard to find, especially in Target.
Do you have a Books A Million near you?
The last Books A Million we had was up near our mall that we have here, and they stopped carrying a lot of comic books and toys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's one of the few places I've seen them. I've seen them in Target and there. But yeah, it varies from store to store.
No, I'll have to take another look. Like maybe I'll get lucky and they'll have some.
Yeah, they usually have like a little island, and then a couple of a small section for like where figures are.
Well, you know who else used to do that? Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah, they used to do it too. Yeah, you're right.
Because I remember going in there the one time, and they had a huge section for all these different figures, and they even had stuff like separated too. Like I seen they at one time they had a big giant aisle just filled with all kinds of Harry Potter stuff.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, they should do more of that stuff anyway. Because again, it's like you're right. It's hard to find certain things. Like where do you go? Who has them? It's kind of nuts.
Now, I'm not paying those scalper prices, man. They can kiss it.
No, there's things I skipped on completely because of that. Like, these scalpers are just total assholes. I ain't supporting this shit.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane what they do, and they just drive the actual average collector out of the market when they do that shit. And they think that they're doing good by themselves because I'm going to jack these prices up. No, you're making more collectors step away from the market.
Oh,
and then
it's true.
Yeah. I wonder how many of these scalpers they crash and burn because they can't sell the shit because they've jacked it up so much.
Yeah, exactly. These people are insane. And then if it's a character they thought was going to be hot and isn't anymore, then they're stuck with these things and they gotta get rid of them. It's nuts, man. I think I'm going to be returning a figure because I can't get the other ones that I wanted, so I'm like, well, I don't need this, so I think I'm going to return something soon. Because again, these scalpers are total assholes. You're right; they're killing the market and they're killing the fun of it.
I can't even tell you how many times I spoke to other people that were collectors, and they were like, "Well, I can't find them anyway, so I'm just not even going to bother."
Yeah, this is true, man. There's maybe one or two figures I'm like, no, I definitely want those, but I am definitely not going to be paying insane prices. So yeah, it's either a waiting game to see if stores get them, or if I get lucky on eBay and someone actually has it for retail plus shipping, because that's happened a few times too. Where I'll pull the trigger if it's retail and paying the shipping. Yeah, no problem.
I think I'm just going to call up Hasbro and just start asking them, how much would it cost to just send a couple crates of Transformers to my house a month?
Yeah, be cheaper than the scalpers.
More than likely get every figure that I want too.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be like, oh, I could get 2 figures off of eBay from the scalpers, or get a whole box filled with them.
Oh, nice time profit. Yeah, I got the Batman, Joker, and Riddler.
Oh, I saw Catwoman last time I went to the store. They had the Eartha Kitt.
Oh, how did it look?
I almost picked it up. That's how good it was, and I don't have that line. It looked impressive. I was like, holy crap. The face was amazing on it. The paint job.
Well, I think that they did an amazing job almost every one of their faces in that line so far.
Yeah.
Like the bodies they lost it sometimes on, but I thought the faces were all phenomenal.
Yeah, they look really good. Like again, if they had better joints and stuff, I would have probably gotten that line, because I don't want to just keep them in the box. I would like to pose them, and
Yeah, and that's a problem. They had no real articulation,
and that's it, right? Those figures are designed 100% to be left in the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're so colorful, and yeah, the sound things there, the bamfs, biffs, slaps.
Yeah. They could have added just a little bit more in, but they skimped. Glinter, what's going on? I'm kind of shocked some Native American group hasn't griped about the term scalper. Give them time. Give them time. They're probably watching this right
Soon.
now, and they're like, "Ah, yeah."
Yeah, right. Unbelievable.
Lug ball figure.
I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure offhand, but I'm gonna hit a toy break, Vinny, and so you can queue up what you got coming up and
Yeah, I just gotta
and
hit the
continue the fun. So let me know if you like this one. And here we are again with our good buddy Rorschach. What's going on, Rorschach? And we have another toy break for you. This one is a pretty awesome retro piece. We got the retro version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Now, I know I had seen this one a few times. Now, this is not the full-size one. This is the smaller version, but still. This thing is in the packaging just like the one from the old days. So we're going to take it out and take a look at this thing. So, of course, unlike the original one, this is less simpler in design. And Rorschach's already trying to play. You want to play Rorschach? So you just kind of slide this one in and hopefully try to strike him in the face like that. Anyway, guys, this has been your toy break for the day.
Yeah, that was excellent, man. I remember those. I think we had it, the smaller one. We also upgraded to the. Do you remember the puppets, the boxing like puppet things?
Yes.
Yeah, we had those too, and then we upgraded from that to actual boxing gloves. And that's when one of my brothers lost a piece of his tooth.
Yeah, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Yeah, I do believe that did start in the 70s. Yeah, Rorschach was actually, he did look like he was trying to press the button at first, though, like he was trying to play with it.
Mm-hmm.
Rorschach is absolutely hilarious. But, you know, I did see the
awesome.
full-size version of that, Vinny, and I was so tempted to get it. So I was actually at Five Below when I seen this one. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick it up anyway. What the hell? And check it out. And as soon as I got it home, I was like, damn, you know, this reminds me of what I really wanted. They had a special edition. This came out in like 85 or 86. They had special edition Rock'em Sock'em Robots Transformers. So it had Optimus Prime and Megatron as the two robots fighting.
Oh, wow. Wookie, take a drink.
That's
That's amazing. Oh, hell, man. Yeah, I wish I seen that thing. Yeah, that sounds cool.
The other one I've been looking for is I heard that they did a redeco version, like the Origin type ones like that, where they're basically just re-releasing it, you know, brand new as the crossbows and catapults. I heard somebody had done that as well. I mean, maybe it was Target, because Targets does seem to have a lot of those old school games and toys that they keep re-releasing in the old style packaging. Love seeing it, like light bright all over the place. Like, oh man, I love that, seeing this stuff. And
sometimes when they do those exclusives, though, man, that really burns my ass because they're like impossible to get in most cases.
Yeah, the Target exclusive ones. Yeah. I've been fortunate enough a few times to catch them, but sometimes not. Like there was a Walmart exclusive that I wound up picking it up just out of pure persistence of going to every single Walmart until I found it. Is they did a remake of Jumanji, and they did it with the wooden box instead of just a cardboard box. Yeah,
Yeah,
found that. I was like, man, that's such a nice piece to have.
that's right. Yeah, do it like the movie. What the hell?
I
Those
wish it would
bastards.
have been more like the movie one where it was actually dremeled out the wood, but this one's just painted. But it's a wooden box with the game in, so I can't really argue with that.
I'm sure somebody out there is doing it, even if it's like for themselves. We had a family friend who actually was like he was like a woodworker as a hobby. Some of the things that he made were incredible, like better than anything you'd see in a store with all different types of wood. I bet he could have done it, but yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, if you want to see it, I got my figure up, so.
Yeah, man. Anytime you're ready, man. You've got the controls too.
I've got the power.
You can steer the ship.
So I did the Venom pool because you guys saw it in that last Spider-Man review. So I figured, yeah, let me tackle this one. So here he is. He was a Build-A-Wave figure. It was like that Venom line from the movie. So yeah, when the Tom Hardy thing came out, they released all these figures. I don't remember what each of them were. I know it was Venom, Carnage. There was a Venomized Miles Morales. I think maybe Ben Reilly Venomized. I could be wrong on that. But and they had like a comic book version of Morbius. So but yeah, this guy's amazing. This thing was incredible. And I've never seen this in the comics or anything else. Apparently, I think it was some kind of game on the phone. But this thing's incredible. The size of him, this dude is wide. I like the design that he's got kind of like smaller legs and that bigger upper half. It's there's a charm to it. Whoever designed this thing, my hat goes off to them. I seen the Hot Toys version first. And I'm like, that thing looked cool, but he was massive. And I don't like the material that they use on the arms from what I could see from certain people's reviews. Because it was bendable, but you couldn't see the joints. So it was like a soft material. I'm like, that's not going to last. 1, too expensive. 2, way too big. I don't have room for it. But this guy, I had room for. He's the right size for a Marvel Legends anyway. Yeah, incredible piece. The detailing is great. Like, look at all that texture they put all over him. That is damn impressive.
And that's a build a figure.
Yeah. It was a build a figure. Yeah, so yeah, it was the head I think came separate, the main chest piece, the legs, like it was by the thigh, where it came off, and the arms, like they plug in like that. And the arms they came with alternate hands as well. That I never really seen on Build-A-Wave figures. So I'll jump a little bit, you can see that. So yeah. So these are the other hands, so he can hold the actual katanas he comes with. So yeah, that was a very cool touch, and nicely sculpted. Again, they're hitting home runs left, right, and center, man. You got to give it to Marvel Legends on what they've been doing because there's sturdy figures on top of it. We have a lot of QC issues with the Marvel stuff and NECA stuff, but these guys, it's very rare that you get a QC issue. If anything, like they'll have kind of bad ideas on how to do things like this. Like they didn't know how to put like the sheath properly on there, and it's just kind of supposed to hook in there. It's very lousy. You could get it there, but it'll fall off all the time. Yeah, again, they didn't do any paint job on it. They just did it in plastic. But it is what it is. I didn't get it for the katanas. I got it because I thought the figure just looked cool. A good mass on them and everything. Yeah, tight fit, but that's what she said.
No complaints.
Yeah, no complaints. Like I said, this guy's awesome. Very cool figure, and you can get him in some good poses as well. Good articulation. Yeah, and yeah, the head kind of slides back and forth too the way that they did it. So yeah, again, no gripes with that whatsoever. The articulation in the arms is really nice too, considering like his arm is as big as some of these figures that are out there alone. Good articulation. It's a single hinge, but it goes to 90. So for a figure that large, yeah, great job.
Well, Bone, that's how many figures was that? Because that's how much it would cost.
He was 5 figures, but if again, there's a lot of people on eBay. They just wanted to get a couple of the figures in the line. So, they'll put up like a leg or an arm or something on eBay. So that's usually a good way of getting it too at a cheaper price. And some people just get the damn thing, build the figure, and then put them on eBay as well. So, you can look around. I'm sure Marvel and Marvel Legends, they'll probably release him at some point, I think, by himself, like in a bigger package, because they've done it with a number of their build-away figures. So, and it sounds about time that, I think they might be doing it again soon, because it'll be about 2 or 3 years, and then they usually repackage these things by themselves. So if you missed out on it, you might be able to get them again. That's how he scales with the Venom. Again, he's a bigger figure, because in the movie, like if you guys remember, he grew a pretty good amount. So I like that when Venom's a taller figure. That's what you need. It works. But yeah, they scale beautifully. Great stuff right there.
And quite honestly, this Build-A-Figure for Venom.
Yeah.
What did you call him?
Venom Pool.
Venom Pool. He actually's got more of the traditional look of Venom to me than the ones from the movie.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he should be larger in mass for sure. Like they really juiced them up, but I don't care. It still looks great.
It cost an arm and a leg, literally.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, well, here's the thing too, because like I wasn't gonna get that entire line. I got like 2 figures, and then every time I was going into GameStop, like they had another discount, because like the Morbius figure wouldn't sell, the Miles figure didn't really sell, and he's a cool looking figure, the Venomized Miles, because it's a smaller one. They did it like I guess based off of the actual comic books. So, but I liked it. I thought it was a really cool figure. So I was getting them at discount, so I didn't pay the full price. But yeah, if you did when they came out, what was the line? Like around $100 plus tax or shit like that. Because the Venom in that line, he didn't come with any parts, because it was just for the movie. So it was 5 figures to build him. And yeah, the Cable figure is a really cool piece too. He came out in the Deadpool wave, which those guys were very hard to get. There was a Walmart by me that I guess they just got in this figure, that Cable, and like he was like stocked. He was falling off the shelves. The next time I went, they were down to 3, and the next time I went, they didn't have them anymore, and that was it.
Yeah, that keeps reminding me. I need to go out to some of these stores, and I need to make more friends with some of the stock people.
Yeah. Tell me about it. It's nuts. But yeah. And the Deadpool that you see there on the scooter, that guy, he was a 2-pack, and the only way to get him, I think, was from Amazon. That's where I got him, and he came with
that's Deadpool. Oh shit. I thought you were showing off something from Disney Star Wars Boba Fett.
He should just pop up in all of their productions. I think he would save them. At this point. Holy crap.
Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy would be a perfect fit.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. And oh yeah, that the scooter that you see there, the Vespa that he comes with, that was a different Deadpool. That one of the GameStops by me was going out of business, and they had like these massive sales. I got that thing on the Vespa and everything for like $20.
Nice.
It was killer. So yeah, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff, man. But yeah. I think this Venom Pool was a beauty. I don't know. What do you think, Tommy? Did you like it?
Nah, it's a very good looking figure. I like all the texture detail that they have in the suit too.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. Like through that entire suit, you see all the little the notches, like that spandexy type material, or whatever exactly it's supposed to be. But yeah, all that little detailing in there, I love seeing stuff like that. And that was the same thing that I was saying that they did right with McFarlane as far as the Warhammer things. It's the same thing, is all that little minute detail. And I really didn't get into it with the Battle Sisters, but like the leather and armor pieces that she has on her legs and everything, there's a lot more detail in that too, and it's the same thing like that Venom Pool figure. All that little minute detailing they put in there really does make a difference.
Absolutely, man, 100%. So yeah, man, great stuff.
But it does seem like where McFarlane went wrong with the joints and everything like that, the ones from the Marvel Legends is actually getting it right.
Yeah, like I said, they've been doing better and better. And their new thing is like they're trying to do like the pinless joints, so you don't have to see like the hole through the arm and the pin in there. Like I don't know how they're doing it, but they're they're rocking it, man. It's great stuff.
Hey, good to see you come back. Awesome.
Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, I think the next one I might do will be the Miles from the video game, because that's one of their brand new figures, and that one, like, he has pinless joints. Again, because they did it off the video game. Everything is brand new in that figure. So, and he comes with a good amount of accessories for Marvel Legends. They don't normally do that. He has an alternate head. He's got a bunch of hands. He's got his that lightning effect thing he does with his hands as well.
Maybe trying to knock Todd off his perch.
Yeah, well, they should. Competition's good when it comes to those kind of things. So give the fans more of what they want. I mean, we're paying good money, and inflation is really pissing off people. So yeah, you better go above and beyond for everyone, because you're going to lose the market if you don't.
Damn straight. Go big or go home.
That's right. Tremendous, huge.
I mean, Hasbro has been doing a lot of things right, so it really doesn't come as no surprise.
Yeah, that's for sure, man.
But yeah, as far as like what's coming up, I know, like I said, I've got that Battle Armor He-Man and the Battle Damage Battle Cat coming up. Interesting piece. I don't know if I want to try to dig out the Castle Grayskull again and go through all that, but I almost feel like I have to with the little mini diorama that comes with these two figures. I mean, it isn't huge, but it's a nifty little base, and I think it's just a really interesting set of figures. So
yeah, dude, that's a good thing, man. Like I said, I like what they've been doing with those. I've collected enough shit. I would have done the He-Man, but I'm like, no, it's room and budget. No, can't. I've been scaling back on a lot of shit.
Yeah, ask the missus about the toy problem.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem. I see one whole room filled with toys, and then more stuffed in a garage, and then some more stuffed in my closet. A few laying out here in the living room. I don't see a problem.
Tommy's like, yeah, I see one problem. Bitch, mind your business.
Exactly. The only problem I see is there's not enough of them.
Well, again, it's a beautiful art form. It's something that, again, we're always going to be like this anyway. If you love collecting shit, if you love good things, it might not be figures, it might be guns, it might be knives. It'll be something. Yeah, collect what makes you happy. Who gives a shit?
Here's what I've been doing to be sneaky, Vinny.
What's that?
So I've been hiding toys in plain sight. See if I can get my camera to work. So she got this shelf up there with all these different things sitting up there, but right in the middle, by the little rocks, I got an old Kenner Jawa.
Oh shit!
She never even noticed it. I said, there's a toy sitting on your shelf, right? And she's like, where? It's like, it's right there.
That's pretty funny. She's like, oh, I thought I put that out there. Oh my god! Yeah, it's a good thing when it's second nature and they don't even notice.
It is perfect there. Yeah, I
right?
think the stones are from actually somewhere in England, some castle in England. We have a friend that brought some back. Probably shouldn't be saying that out loud, but I'm not saying who the friend was. So nah, I can't get in trouble. But but yeah, I was like, oh yeah, she got those rocks sitting there. I'm gonna put that little Jawa figure up there, see how long it takes her to notice it. She'd never seen it.
Wow.
So she was arguing with me one day about having toys out in the living room, and I said, there's a toy been sitting on your shelf for the past 5 months, right? Mm-hmm. She said, where? I said, right there, a little Jawa. She started yelling at me and shit, and I'm like, it ain't going nowhere now. If you didn't notice it all this time, it doesn't matter if it's sitting there now.
Yeah, she shouldn't be that surprised. I mean, it's been years you guys are together, and your collection is massive, so.
It is. It is. I mean, I do. There's a few things I do have to get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's where a friend of mine got some of the stuff from. And
Oh yeah.
he wasn't supposed to, but
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, there's a castle like my hometown, where my family's from, and they used to have the same problem, but they renovated it and everything, and it looks amazing now. But yeah, people were just stealing parts of it. It's mostly tourists. Like they would just come out of nowhere and just like, oh, I want a piece of this.
no, I mean, I could see if somebody's like trying to haul away a giant block, but I mean, this is like just like rubble stones from it and everything. It's like small.
Yeah,
but even
get the
then,
pickup truck. We're gonna get 2 tons of castle.
But then again, to play devil's advocate, if every single person grabbed just a little piece like that, eventually huge portions of it are going to disappear. So.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Nice, and it didn't have a roof. Well, I would imagine it wouldn't at this point. 5 months is a long time. She's an enabler. She absolutely is, Bone. I blame her for it. She knows what I'm going to do by now.
Right? Come on now.
At Vinnie Art, did you have to collect all the coins in the castle and jump over obstacles? Oh, no.
Yep, and then I jumped and I got on the top of a pole. I got the flag. Then
I thought Walton was
princess.
I thought Walton was the only one that got on poles.
It was a Mario joke, is what he was saying, but
yeah, I know, but I had to throw a Walton joke in there just to make it sound better.
If you say his name 3 times, he'll pop up. He'll spring up out of the ground. Where's me pot of gold?
Oh man, I should probably get one of those clips of that freaking old Lucky the Leprechaun guy.
Yeah, we're bastards.
Walton gets on trees and coffee. I think he gets on more than that.
Yeah, you think?
He's a sick man.
Very sick. This new thing with his peen that he keeps playing with or cleaning, or I don't know what he's doing. Weird. Do you understand it yet? That whole thing he keeps trying to close out with?
No, not really. He says it's independent creator inspired or something. I don't get it.
Lies. All lies.
Every time he talks about that clean peen movement, this is all I get.
Have you ever wondered how sad it is that your son's only sexual outlet is tossing off to magazines in the bathroom?
That's why he's so concerned about the clean peen movement.
Right? 100% correct, brother.
Oh, okay. Making the pirate pig and sending it to Tommy.
Hey, that'd be cool. Yeah, Tommy, hold it for me until I can actually make proper money to get a nice big house.
I could do that. I'll put it somewhere where the wife will never notice it.
On top of the television.
Peen thing is to make us forget about coffee enemas, but it ain't gonna never work. No, it's not.
Yes,
you're
right.
I really got to finish that song.
Yeah, you do.
The enema colada. I really got to finish that song.
Yeah.
If you like enema coladas, boop, boop.
He's pooping in the rain.
Yes, it is Weird Science. Love that movie.
Yeah.
I need the other one. I need the other one with the guy that work in the bar. Max comes up and he's like, oh, what do you want? He's like, I'll take a scotch on the rocks. Just give me the whole bottle straight up. I tell you what, you bend over and I'll shove it straight up your ass. I love that part. It was when they went to the party.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! Yeah, dude, it's been years. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was crazy stuff. Who came up with that movie?
Oh god, same guy did the Breakfast Club and everything. John Hughes.
Oh, it was him?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that shit was good.
I'm
They
pretty
don't
sure
really.
it was.
They don't take those kind of chances anymore with films.
No.
I don't know why.
It's because everybody's ready to be offended by everything at the drop of freaking dime.
Yeah, bunch of pussies. But I did the Venom pool is up for everyone to see too. If you guys missed it or you want to hear what the hell I said, but yeah, it's up. So check it out after this stream. Give some likes, comments, all that good stuff. There's a few other Marvel Legends that I'd like to hit that have been sitting in boxes. Once I am done with Shadow of the Kraken, I'm going to be doing just a whole bunch of these reviews because I'm so close. I started the lettering on the project. I finished up a couple of the other pieces I had to do for the book, and I cannot wait. So in a few days, I should be done with all the lettering, and then I'll get it edited properly, and then off to the printer. So
here's a question, Vinny. Are you considering doing some of the other stuff that Chris is putting into play?
What's that?
With the figurines and the little chips that go on the bottom of them?
He's amazing. God bless him. I'm just doing acrylic standees. Yeah. I can't do stuff like that yet. But at some point. You got to remember, Tommy, it's just me doing everything right now.
Oh, no, I know. I mean, you are putting yourself through the ringer doing it all.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it, brother. But yeah, I might have another project before I launch City of Venus 2, but it's stuff that's like already done. Like I'm gonna put I'm thinking about doing a collection of like the sketches and the other drawings, kind of like some of the artwork that's been in some of those ash cans that I've done. I know not a ton of people got them because they were in the very first campaigns I had, but the people who did get them, they absolutely loved them. I've shown them on streams, and they were like, "How do I get my hands on that?" I think I'm gonna do like a proper edition. That's if it's not like a comic book, like a traditional floppy, I might do maybe a perfect bound, do a whole campaign like that, and then give people another chance to grab another standee from one of the other previous campaigns, like one of the characters from maybe like Through the Woods or something. That's what I'm toying around with because it's going to be a minute before I could get City of Venus where it needs to be. Because I don't want to launch campaigns now until I'm done or like 90% done, because I don't want people to wait.
I'll tell you what, Vinny. This is just my suggestion. If you're going to do like a reprint of one of your older art books, and
not a reprint. I'll take some of those pieces, but I have a ton of stuff that people haven't seen, or just kind of put it all like in a big collected kind of thing.
Okay, well, here's my suggestion. If you're going to do another art book and do it as like a standalone like that, instead of offering one of the characters from your other books, why don't you do the Boost of Fauci acrylic standee? or the Robert Loggia.
Well, Fauci only if he's hanging by a noose. And Robert Loggia. Oh, dude, I don't know. Could do a cartoony Robert Loggia. I would only sell it to like maybe 3 people. Me, you, and Etep. But Billy's mom will sell.
Billy's mom loves the juice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So any other big purchases going on since the last time?
Not big purchases, but I've had stuff that the pre-orders should be coming very soon. But yeah, it's right now it's waiting. There was something that happened with one of the Jokers. The company I was getting it from, they got a notice early, but looks like it'll be another month or 2, I think, before he's officially released. So I'm waiting on that. And I'm waiting on something. I have like an extra. I ordered a new head for a third-party figure that I got. So once that comes, I could do another 1/6 scale review, like a proper one. He's got like all the bells and whistles. This thing is beautiful. So yeah, I have something in the pipeline for that, and I need to order, I think, another Fison body. The silicone on top of the metal skeleton, because I have something that's really cool, but Yeah, I need the body for it to put it together. It's another custom kind of build. But yeah, I have a few things. And again, Marvel Legends. I have 1 or 2 NECA pieces I want to shoot as well. So don't worry, there's content coming. And we have more cool toy stuff for sure. Yeah, the bigger figures, it's a slight wait on those, but yeah, a few are going to be coming in. So
Yeah, I know. I was actually kind of concerned. Well, one of my pre-orders didn't show up because I thought it was actually supposed to show up last month, and then I just wound up getting an update probably about 2 or 3 days ago. They said, "Well, it's shipping out now," and there was a slight delay. So I'm finally going to be getting my 86 Perceptor.
oh, beautiful, man, excellent. You got anything else too coming, or just that?
Well, I got that. I have the Devastator, of course. The Cobra Hiss tank. I'm not going to see that until January of next year. So
that'll be a minute.
there was a couple other pieces that I was looking at, and I haven't made up my mind of whether or not I'm going to pull the trigger on them. They're kind of like iffy pieces. They're not something I would normally go out of my way to get, so I haven't made up my mind. Mm-hmm. One thing I will tell you that I've seen a lot of, if you're a collector of Transformers and you missed out on certain figures in the Earthrise line, the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line is doing remakes of a lot of the ones that were in Earthrise.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so I mean, they are slightly, there's like some slight alterations. Like I just seen another Cliff Jumper, and I was looking at it, and I was like, it is Cliff Jumper, and I didn't buy it, and I was thinking about it, but it was basically exactly the same one as I have for Earthrise. It was just a different color on the windshield. And I think they had like an extra Autobot decal that the original one didn't have. But they have him. They redid the Cup from the 86 movie line.
Yeah, I've seen
86. Yeah. They redid Blue Streak, but they're calling them Silver Streak. So they're redoing a lot of those figures from the Earthrise and the 86 line as well. And they're just repackaging them as Buzzworthy Bumblebee.
Well, it's still a better name than Brown Streak. So I'm gonna say.
Kerplunk.
But no, that's cool.
Familiar?
It's cool that they're doing that. Yeah, a friend of mine, he started getting a couple of the 86 line, and then he's looking for Optimus now. I said they released them a couple of times, but it's a very difficult figure to get.
I tell you what, they had, what was that? The oh God, what did they call that one? Like a 35th anniversary Optimus or something that they had released. They had one that they did. It wasn't that long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never even seen it on the shelves.
Oh, shit. No, I don't know. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. I want to say it was a 35th anniversary. Let's see. Yep, 35th anniversary. Generations, 35th anniversary Optimus Prime. It was part of the Siege line. So, I mean, it was a few years ago.
Yeah.
But it was basically the Siege version. But instead of him transforming into the Cybertronian thing, he transforms into a truck, and they did it with more like cartoon colors and splash coloring on it.
Oh, actually, I've seen it online. I never saw them in stores. I saw Megatron. They did a Megatron like that as well, like that cell shaded kind of paint job.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong; it looks cool, but I never seen it because I think if I would have seen it in the stores, I most definitely would have bought it just because.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's strange. But they only did like 1 or 2 figures like that.
Yeah, they only did a handful. They didn't do like a whole line of them. But like I was saying, the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, they are kind of doing the implementation of some of the more cartoonish look for some of these figures they're re-releasing from the Earthrise.
Yeah. So
in a way, this is kind of a continuation of that 35th anniversary they did with Prime and Megatron.
Okay.
Yeah, like some of them are interesting. I don't know. I think the next time I go back to Target, I might just pick up the Cliff Jumper again anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the last 2 times I went to Target, like it was like bare bones in there. I don't know. I might be going again soon, but
Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate with the one I go to. I wouldn't say that they're stocked, but they do have at least a selection.
Okay, well that's good at least. My friend, I wanted to strangle a guy. He called me up. He's like, "Yeah, I just got back from the store, and he went to a mall that he doesn't normally go to by him, and they had figures that aren't even released yet to the masses." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, they had." He told me they had the NECA figures, the Universal monsters. Like I was looking for those. They had the Mummy, the Wolfman, and Dracula. Dracula's not even solicited yet. He's like, "Yeah, I had it in my hands." I'm like, "With the box, like the window boxing, you open?" He goes, "Yeah." He told me the other ones and exactly what came with them. I'm like, he was accurate with the other ones. I'm like, "What the?" I'm like, "You didn't give me a call, dude. I would have told you to pick those up. I would have thrown money at you." Damn.
I'd still like to know how some of these guys are getting these figures like early.
I don't know. That's a great question. He said it was a toy store that's like in the mall by him. It's not like a big brand name or anything. So, no, wait, no, I'm wrong. No, he said it was FYE by him. So yeah, no, that's still a chain.
Yeah.
By me, they're all closed. But yeah, where he lives, they're still open apparently.
Yeah, as far as I know, there's still one up in that mall where, down the road from me, like it's probably like 25 minutes away. And FYEs are great if you're looking for some of that older stuff like that.
Yeah, they used to be. I remember when I lived in New York, I was always going to FYE. They had some cool shit. They had like import figures and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, all the big statuettes and everything too. But I mean, I went to FYE, and that's where I found that Diamond Select 1701 Enterprise.
Oh wow.
That one I'm gonna show off eventually, but I mean that thing, it lights up. It's got sound. It's got Kirk talking and everything. It's a really nice piece.
That is awesome.
I thought I had paid $75 for it when I picked it up, and then when I look back over the price tag, it actually says $65. So
somebody lie.
It's a huge freaking ship though. It's not like a small little like tiny thing. This thing is big.
Mm-hmm. That's what she said.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't help myself.
Shadow of the Crackhead. Oh no!
Don't do that.
Don't do that. He'll send Robert Loggia after you.
Robert Loggia's coming for you, Nelson. You heard what happened to Billy. He's dead now, and I banged his mom. What? I said he's dead now, and I banged his mom. What? You heard me.
You never go wrong with a Chappelle clip.
Right? Dude, that's a classic. What?
No, that thing was great. I had Jens on Monday night, and he was saying something I couldn't understand what he was saying. People in the chat couldn't understand what he was saying. There's a what? Over and over again.
Jens couldn't even understand what he was saying.
Probably not. He had to slow down. I'm going to have to use proper English, which he can do too.
Yeah, wouldn't that be hilarious?
No, he did. He literally did, Vinny. The first time he did it on stream, he used proper English and pronunciated every single word. You could understand him clearly.
What?
I was like, why don't you do that all the time?
He's like, because I like to drink.
Nobody can understand yet.
That's pretty funny.
That's awesome, though. No, he's, Jens is a really good guy, though, man. I got to give it to him. Like every week he comes on that show, and he's always there. He's always there, ready to throw down with the guinea pig. So
yeah, I wish I could come on more, but it's just Mondays are difficult for me.
Dude, man, you already got enough going on with getting this book finished. Get the book finished. Yeah. I want to see the book.
Yeah, well, we're almost there. Like I said, man, it's an awesome thing. I started doing the lettering and. Yeah, I picked some really good colors too for like the the boxes for the narrator and stuff. I think it complements the pages really nicely. Like, because like I'll pull up a page, I'll do like little touch ups if they need it, and then I start doing like the lettering for it. So, but yeah, it's good stuff. I can't wait. I really cannot wait.
You know what a shame that you can't make your mailer look like a old sea logged crate.
Dude, there's a lot of things would be great if I had the extra help and the extra cash.
I know.
Trust me.
I can't imagine. Like after hearing everything that Chris went through, like, oh my god. Woof.
Yeah, I don't know how he's done what he's done. Yeah, pretty amazing, man. That's why I said I keep giving Chris support because he's a great dude, but he knows what works and what looks awesome. Yeah, he's one of the good ones. So if you guys haven't, support Chris over with the Infinite Tale Chronicles, War of the Trees, beautiful stuff.
You can find that link down in the description below, along with Red Gaze and Sunsworn. I would have put Miriam's her sign up link too, but I didn't have it handy. So
yeah, once it's live, like we'll be pushing it like crazy. Bonds too.
Hey, what's going on, superfan Adam Shawhan? And what's going on,
What's up,
Tim's
brother?
Talk? Good to see you.
Hell
man.
yeah. Excellent.
Vinnie Art, you ever get any of our characters made into models?
Ever get any of our characters? What do you mean?
Yeah, I got lost on that one. Oh, there we go.
There was something a while ago, but it's not going to see the light of day for other reasons. But no, I know a few sculptors, so like I said, once I could afford it, or these campaigns bring in more money where I could, raise that bar to the next level, I'd be happy to make either some kind of figures or statues of my characters. Yeah, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. But like I said, in the meantime, I'm doing the acrylic standees, and I love these things. They look beautiful. Yeah, they're incredible. And I did get those too. My order came in the mail, so I have all of those. I just got to order the prints, and I got to order the book. So other than that, I'm gearing up and getting ready for fulfillment. So we're right there. I got my keychains already. I ordered the beanies. So yeah, we're ready to rock and roll on this.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the expression on my brother's face, because I'd ordered an extra one for him. He always been huge into pirates, so I want to see what his take on it is.
Oh,
he
excellent.
loves that stuff. Did you ever see that one series that they have on Netflix?
That Netflix did?
Yeah, Netflix did a series on pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of pissed me off because I was doing research and stuff for like 2 or 3 years while I was working on this thing, and everything I found they had in this fucking documentary. I'm like, all I had to do was wait.
All you had to do is wait and watch it. No, I mean, I think they did a really good job with it. I think there was a few things that they were off, as always, most of those things, but I thought it was well done.
Yeah, with Mary, something was off over there with what happened.
Mm-hmm.
There was something that they goofed on. I don't know how they goofed on that, because they had a couple of historians on there, and they still got things wrong. But for the most part, there was a lot that was right and was really cool. And there is a character whose fate was kind of unknown, and that's a character that's going to be playing an actual role in my book. So that was cool to see extra confirmation of that, because it's something I've have in the works anyway. You get a cameo of one of those characters in here. I don't know who would really know him until he pops up in future issues, but he's in the first one. So a pirate in history, which is always cool, because I love doing that, where I kind of mix my characters in with ones that actually existed. Because who's to say that they didn't come across other people that may not have been written in the history books,
Exactly. They don't know everything that all these guys did anyway. So I mean,
Exactly.
you could look at those gray areas of what was going on, in reality, and
Mhm.
incorporate that into a a fictional work.
Oh yeah. Well, and again, plus I have the supernatural element in my story as well, and like I said, the book's going to go in crazier places. Issue 2 is going to be insane. But I love doing that kind of stuff because it's always that first issue. It's a great setup. It introduces you to the world, the characters. You can have some great drama and action in there, but usually it's like issue 2 on most books that are if it's going to be a bigger series, you could really sink your teeth into it and go crazy. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. My next couple of projects are going to be pretty insane and pretty fun.
No, I'm actually really looking forward to this one. I had such a good time with all the books that you've sent so far. I mean,
Thanks.
Shadow of the Kraken, though, I will say Shadow of the Kraken far away blew me away more than the other ones did. And I know City of Venus only just got started, but I mean, there was something to that entire arc and Through the Woods, man. I was just hooked from beginning to end with that one.
Thank you.
Dude,
I
love that. But you and your brother did a knockout job, and it's not to take anything away from City of Venus at all.
Mhm.
But like, holy shit, like it's something to be said when you see a completed story too. You know what I mean?
For sure, man.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. Yeah, because I have had other friends too that they came up to me. I never asked for a comparison. They literally be like, "Oh, I like this one better," or "I like that one better." And it's cool and interesting to see, who like what and why. But I love though that everyone who've gotten these books, they're blown away regardless. They might have one that they like more than the other, but they still love everything that I've been putting out. So that alone, I'm very, very grateful for. And that's why I'm always going to continue to make sure you guys get quality books, quality story, art, you name it. I'm being very meticulous over everything right now, especially when it just has my name on it, like Venus and Shadow of the Kraken. Yeah, you better believe it. Through the Woods, yeah, we were very proud of that book, and again, a lot of people don't know. I started that whole thing. Like I wrote the first story for it. It was just going to be a more violent book, and then I brought Frankie in. He loved the story. He goes, "What if we change this a little bit?" He goes, "Maybe the gore's too much." So I'm like, yeah, I was 100% open to it. There are characters that we came up with together. So yeah, he wanted input and he wanted to, yeah, I'm like, go for it, man. We talked about issues 2 and 3, and then he sat down and wrote out the rest of the story for him. So it was a great collaboration. And we have another project that's going to be after City of Venus 2. It's something that I had started actually before the pirate book, but with everything that's been going on and people want more of what we were doing, it went on the back burner just for a little bit. But I'm jumping back on that as well. I have a number of pages already penciled on that project. It's a one shot, so that's why there was no major rush to get to it right away. But trust me, it's a killer story. You guys are gonna dig it.
I'm kind of interested to see where you go with City of Venus too. I mean, it was a good lead-in book to try to get to know you. I mean, unfortunately, for a lot of people, they don't understand that. Like most beginning books are kind of like a little bit of get to know you. I remember like early on, and when I read it, I was confused about a few parts, and I reached out to you and you explained a few things. I was, oh, okay, now I got it. I understand.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't always get that, like the get to know you, because you can't just start a story and just dive right into the meat of the story and like have action or have drama or have killings. You need something. You need some kind of substance behind the story.
Oh, of course, of course.
I think you put just enough of that in books like City of Venus, and then you start getting into the elements of the story of what's going to be carrying it forward.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, because that one, there's a lot of things that I'm a big fan of. So it's kind of like I put everything in a blender on that one, and just kind of what I've been kicking around. Because that City of Venus, I came up with that project a long time ago, and I rewrote a lot of it, but the essential main story was always still there. I'm just going to be putting a lot more crazy stuff in it that I've been a fan of and I loved. By the way, Time Prophet, it's not set on Venus, it's Earth. He's asking how do they breathe on Venus.
Now, I'm Not Creative has a question for you.
What's that? How many pages are your books? I'm running. The Shadow of the Kraken from front cover to back cover is over 50 pages. City of Venus was the shortest one because it was supposed to be just kind of like a rate. I was going to do like a monthly or bi-monthly on that until I found out like the crowdfunding stuff. So I changed things around with that. So the next City of Venus is going to be 50 pages. I want to make all my books from here on out minimum of 50. Through the Woods, because it was a collected one, the hardcover, it's 100 pages. So, yeah, it all kind of depends, but yeah, I want to give a little bit more. So yeah, whatever you're doing, as long as you have a good point. If you're gonna stop it and make it like an ongoing series or something, yeah, you need good cliffhangers, solid, good arcs in there. But yeah, it's kind of play it by ear a little bit, somebody could say.
Well, absolutely. I mean, would you say so much that your story is going to dictate how long it's going to be, and you should never feel like you have to put in a certain amount of pages just to fill it out?
Right, because here's the thing: a lot of people, there were other rules, quote unquote, from the mainstream, and even like Image Comics and shit, where they'd say you need X amount of pages in a book, and you need this many books before we'll even consider you. So like there was always these kind of rules and stipulations that were kind of stupid. But if we're crowdfunding and doing things on our own anyway, we could do what we want. But it's always better to do a little bit more rather than a little bit less. But yeah, but like Tommy said, let the story dictate, how many pages it's going to be and what to do. I have other friends that I hang out with and that are working on projects where a book was supposed to be X amount of pages, and now like they're way past 100 pages on what they're doing because the story just got bigger and bigger, and they didn't want to break it up. So again, everybody's a little bit different.
Time Prophet. I honestly thought it was Venus, like the Edgar Rice Burroughs books about Mars.
No, although I am a fan of that type of stuff, and Bram Frank, he's a major fan. My good friend Grandmaster, martial artist, he loves the Edgar Rice Burroughs stuff, and we've had conversations about things like that too. But I have other projects that lean a little more towards that type of stuff. But Venus is it's set so far into the future, whereas a lot of craziness that is happening, and the whole thing with that is like there's been so many wars too that happened, and they just kind of kept rebuilding. But like the elite really separated themselves physically from everyone else, and like I'll be showing that in the book, and you'll see kind of what else is going on in there. The main characters, where she's from and kind of how she got there. And then what the main part of the story actually is, like I didn't cover it in the first issue. I gave you the introduction to the world, to the characters, but there's a deeper thing going on in there. There's a character that made a cameo. You'll see how he's connected to the main character and what kind of happens from there. There's a character that got hit by that blast that came out of, that wrist thing she has. I put a lot of little threads all over the place because they are things that are going to be happening in future issues and things that expand into something larger. So, yeah, it might feel a little bit small scale at first, but it's going to be a bigger, crazier world. So, yeah, don't worry, guys. You're in store for a treat.
Walton is coming out with his book called City of Penis. Oh no, that's not that's not right. He's actually coming out with a new book. It's actually called the Peendom Menace. That's going to be the new title of Walton's book. In case you guys don't know, he's now the hashtag Peen Storian, and he's coming out with the Peendom Menace, an unkept dirty peen. That's going to be the whole new book. I'm telling you.
Walton is a dirty peen. That's why he tells everybody to clean it, because his is so filthy.
I'm not creative. I'm thinking my novel is going to be broke down to multiple books like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Nice.
That's cool. Excellent.
Awesome, Time Prophet. Yeah, man. We need more creative people out there, man. Write your story. You just never know where it's going to lead. I mean, besides obviously Vinnie and Red and Nerium and Chris, there's been a lot of other people that I back some of their projects. And one of the ones that I was actually surprised, like, how well it was done was Kai's book, like Space Crime Domino. I was shocked how good that novel really was, because it's like anything else. You hear people say, "Oh, well, it's good," and then you might hear other people say it's not that good, and don't even bother looking on Amazon and the people that review it on there, because half of them they give the stupidest reviews in the world. Most of them are just saying like it's too slow in the beginning. Yeah, most books are kind of slow in the beginning, stupid. But but no, I mean, like his book, it does like most books do. It has a little bit of a slow burn in the beginning. You're getting to know the characters, and then once that book takes off and it gets into the meat of the story, it really like starts moving at a fast clip, and it's like a hard book to actually put down. Much the same way with Red's novel with Annihilation. Like once I got into that book, I couldn't put it down. I burned through that book in less than a week.
Oh yeah, dude, it's amazing stuff, man. And I know he's working on the sequel, and I know I'm still doing a cover for the sequel.
The Pinda Menace. It's true. I'm pretty sure that somebody's going to wind up creating a meme about it soon.
Oh boy.
I don't know who might that be.
Oh my.
Oh my. I hate that guy.
Everybody does.
And last of the truth, thank you so much for putting on this. I would never, think about forgetting about Drew and everything he's going through with his mom. He's still quite a ways away from getting everything he needs to actually take care of everything for his mom. So guys, if you can donate, please donate. If you can't, please just keep sharing this link out for Drew. Hopefully the right people are going to be able to stop by and help him out and send him some donations so he can get through all this stuff with the memorial fund for his mother. I know he just did her wake on Wednesday and everything, and he's still suffering through it. It hits some people a lot harder than others, and Drew spent years taking care of his mother, so it was something really close to home for him. It wasn't like some people, like my situation was a little bit different because hey, I wasn't living with my father at the time. Yeah, my father came to visit, but it wasn't like I was there with him constantly. So there was a slight disconnect because it wasn't like I was right there when he passed. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah, especially when you're taking care of somebody for years as well. Yeah, it's a good bond. It's he's going through some very, very, very tough things right now. So if anyone could help, please do. Drew's a great guy. It's very sad, the whole situation. So whatever you could do, please help him out.
Yeah, anything you can do. And like I said, even just sharing that thing out there again and again on social media will get it to the right people. It's going to get eyes on it, and that's when he's going to start getting help. And what's going on, Gremlinton? Welcome. Good to see you. Bone, I'm a very slow reader. I still never finished Kai's book. I should have got the audio version instead. Yeah, I finished his book I actually took my time and I finished it in about a week and a half.
Wow. That's amazing.
Oh, I get going on some of these books, Vinnie. I will finish a 500-page book in less than a week.
That's fantastic. I used to be like that, but my eyes kind of give out on me a little bit. I need to take breaks. But that's because I'm also working too fucking late.
I know. You're working around the clock with it, and then if you ain't working, you're on everybody's streams trying to do promotion and everything. And I know that's got to be taxing to a degree as well. That's why every time we have any of the streams I do, I'm usually putting all your guys' links out there for your books. So
yeah, it's an awesome thing, man. Yeah, the people support. That's what keeps us going. So whatever you guys and girls could do, however you can help us. If it's not with the cash, if it's at least with retweets, it's a good thing. That definitely helps.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah. No, not caring.
Well, it is kind of caring, isn't it?
Caring, not caring.
Who's Karen?
Whoopi Goldberg is Karen. Cancel her.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It's Whoopi.
Did you see the one where somebody did her up like Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, I showed it on my stream.
Yeah, Sharon is Karen.
Yeah, it was on my. I think was it the Friday stream or the Sunday stream? I can't remember. Everything's blurring together now. Oh, tomorrow's another Friday stream.
Yeah, you're right. Holy crap.
Holy shit. Yeah, I thought today was Wednesday. When you're like, I saw you in the group going, oh, I didn't upload my thing yet. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even shoot mine yet.
Yeah, I didn't upload mine because it wasn't, like everything was just like hokey. Like
Yeah,
my video editor was slowing down. Like everything was just bad today for some reason.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the internet's been shit. Everything's so slow right now.
But I still have a ton of toys back there that I've got to get to and start shooting. But the very first one I'm going to shoot is I'm going to make sure I get this one filmed for next week and get this Origins Masters of the Universe battle damage armor He-Man and the battle damage Battle Cat. Because
That's gonna be great.
I still can't believe I only got that thing for $29. I'm just shocked.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I was half tempted to go back and pick up a few more.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I seen right next to it? They had
What's
the
that?
Stridor mount.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, they had the Origin Stridor mount. Looks just like the original one from the 80s. I was looking at it, but the price, there was no price drop on it. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's $29 just for him. Or I could buy this big, giant $29 box set with He-Man and Battle Cat.
There you go. Get two figures in by once.
Exactly. That's the way it's got to be done. But I think this is actually a good place to wrap this one up.
Excellent.
Guys, once again, if you haven't checked out Shadow of Kraken, if you haven't shared it out today, man, what are you doing? Go ahead and do that stuff. If you haven't shared Drew's link out for his mother and for his fund that he's got for her memorial services and everything that he was taking care of, please share this out. Please, if you can, donate. Let everybody know. Of course, check out Red Gaze. Check out Miriam, what her new... God, why do I keep blanking on that?
Bonds, the cursed child.
Yeah, her it's not a subscription.
The sign up
page. Thank you. God, I don't know why I blank on that every time.
It's all right.
Also, check out Chris Fisk and Infinitales, War of the Trees. Awesome book. I got it. I backed it twice. I think I backed almost everybody's books at least twice.
Dude, you're a legend, brother. You're a legend.
Got to practice what you preach. You say you believe in that kind of stuff, do it. See, all the money I save on not buying anything that's Disney related, I can give to you guys.
Well, why do you think I was able to get into the 1/6 scale stuff? Like, because I stopped spending money on Marvel DC shit, all that crap. It's like, okay, that little bit of money I usually put on the side for other shit that I wanted, I started, building my collection again a little bit, things that I wanted. So
that's the only way to do it.
That's it, man.
All right, guys. Thank you so much again for being here. You guys are amazing. Every single week you come out and you make these shows so much fun. Wouldn't be able to do it without you. Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch. Because your silence gives consent. And you might wind up getting your toes nibbled off by a very angry guinea pig that doesn't want to take his medication. So... Uh-oh is right. I got to give the pigs medication in a couple minutes right here, and they're going to be mad at me for the rest of the night. Black Angus is streaming. Go there. Go check him out.
Excellent.
Make sure you put the hashtag guinea pig raid. Let him know. Let him know that there's guinea pigs around watching out for him. But guys, thank you so much for being here, and we'll catch you next week with some more fun.
Peace.
Later, y'all.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, hi, Coast Casino.
Hey, welcome to Sporking News Podcast. My name is Scott.
I'm Temple Queen of the Place to Be Reviews.
I am the Patriot, Drew Taylor, aka Supreme Heretic.
The Red Gaze on YouTube, at the Red Gaze on Twitter.
What up, what up, what up?
Hello, everybody. It's me, Vinnie.
The voice of Immortal Coil.
Oh, hey, I am the Ghost Bear.
What's going on, Tommy? You didn't get anybody to like this?
Yeah, I'm Wes Moody of the Wes Moody Webcast.
Tone Death rocking. We have a lot of cool things over there. I did some magic tricks.
Hi guys, try to stay here.
My name is Monkey Knight.